Transmission incoming. Connected.
Before I get too more derailed, everybody. Hello. Welcome to the Rogan Blasters podcast. I think that was about 3 seconds in. Nice. Tonight we are discussing our...
You suck!
our most loved and reviled armies to face across the tabletop. Interrupting me tonight, we have Connor, the, again, self-professed best towel player in the North. James, our stoic Imperial Fist captain. And, of course, Matt, the old wolf.
Hello, old wolf.
So we will get people warmed up, because it sounds like they really need it, with some Would You Rathers. So the first one we will try is, would you rather trip over while carrying 2,000 points of your own army, or trip over carrying 500 points of somebody else's army? Let's hear Connor. Let's hear your take.
Can I ask for some context?
You are at a tournament. Your 2,000 points is on a tray, and you fall over onto a hard floor.
And it lands under you.
Yeah, you full on trip, so you also like half land on it, so you're squishing it with this elbow.
Is this at the end of the event or the beginning?
Day 1, match 2.
Oh, 500 points of their army. I want to play the game. Think about, you drop 2,000 points of your army. It's worst comes to worst, it's cheaper to get 500 points sorted out than 2k.
Yeah, but you've taken someone out of an entire tournament.
You're taking 500 points out of the tournament.
You can stick it back together. It'll be fine.
Heartless, Connor. Heartless.
Happened when I was down south, actually. Somebody knocked over a riptide and it shattered. It shattered everywhere.
Eesh.
Oh, my heart sank. It wasn't mine, so I don't really care, but there we go.
Wait.
Sports for like. Nice. James, can we get... Yeah, what are you feeling on this?
I'd sacrifice my own. I'd feel too bad if I'd
Honourable.
like squished someone else's. Yeah, it wouldn't be nice, but I'd trip on my own.
Fair. Connor there disagreeing heavily. Matt, what are you thinking?
I think I'd trip with someone else's, because I can always go, I'm really sorry, but I'm a commission painter. Here's my card.
That's a very handy skill to have in the back pocket, actually. Yeah, very nice. All right, sweet. Next one. Would you rather sit through a dinner sat between pre-heresy Perturabo and Dawn, or spend an hour with Erebus? Let's go around the other way. Matt.
I'll take the dinner party.
Erebus, he might have a few interesting things to say.
No, I think
No?
it'd be, nah. I think just a bit of crack, because there'll be some banter going on at the table with other folk there.
Perturabo and Dawn could get quite
yeah.
aggressive banter after a while, though.
Well, that's all right, I'm Scottish.
It's all aggressive banter.
It's just Friday.
Fine.
Yeah, it's
Just
fine.
fine.
All right, nice. James?
I'd obviously want to sit next to Rogel Dawn.
Of course.
Listen to him. Listen to his fascinating talk about building fortresses and digging trenches. Oh, yeah, that'd be great. Absolutely fantastic.
No third
I'll maybe
topics
get
there,
his
though,
autograph.
so James, as well.
Get
Just digging trenches and building fortresses.
Yeah. Talking about the different
But then Perturabo would tell you how to bring them down.
materials.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, I'd be able to learn both sides of things. Although, being with Erebus,
You could try and talk him out of it. It's pre-heresy.
it could be kind of cool, I suppose. He'd be talking some crazy crap, wouldn't he?
It's like maybe when you get sat next to someone who's very interesting in the pub, but about a half hour in, you realise, like, oh no, they are actually crazy. This is not fun anymore. I need to move. Like,
You
I
mean
can try
like-
and catch your
What an
friend's
interesting
eyes.
guy.
Like, come get me.
You mean spending half an hour in the pub with Nigel Farage is what you're trying to tell me?
Yeah, kind of, basically. All right, Connor. Let's, what are you thinking?
I don't know who Erebus is, though. I feel like I'm playing a stupid guy. I don't know who is Erebus.
Oh, dear.
Oh, he was the.
Educate
Oh,
me.
dear.
Educate me.
He's
the one responsible.
for pretty much everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he was like was he like second in command of the word bearers?
Oh, I know
Apart
what you
from
mean.
Corfarion.
And then he's the
Yeah.
one that convinced him to take, after Horace got mortally wounded on Davin,
Yeah.
he was the
think-
one that convinced him to put him in that funky temple, and that's when Horace went on his little spirit journey and came back all bad.
There we go.
Yeah. Full of all like demons and
thereabouts.
horrible stuff. And
And
Don't
didn't he
quote me
also
on
kill
that.
like Khan's buddy, and then Khan beats the shit out of him at one point? Sorry, spoilers for anyone who hasn't read that far.
I haven't got that far yet, I don't think.
Sorry,
I
mate.
think-
Sorry.
I'd go for the
It's
dinner
all so
party. Two Primarchs would be good crack, wouldn't they? Like, this is Peter Rabble was all right before Heresy. His worst Primarchs could be Angron, couldn't it? Peter Rabble was just felt a bit left out. That's the only reason he turned. He felt a bit left out, didn't he? He's out of all of them.
yeah.
You can stop him from turning, mate.
He's not even a demon at the moment, is he? He's just Peter Rabble. He's undivided.
Yeah, they're not sure. Some
Yeah.
people are suggesting he could be a demon, but they don't know. He's
He's
MIA.
He's not a snake, is he?
No, not quite the
He's not
same
a
as.
big
You know what I mean?
Or a big moth.
Yeah, big moth. I like
Big
that. I didn't
moth.
think of that. Big moth. I like it.
All right. And the last one I'll run through quickly. So you can either get 2,000 points of any faction bought for you for free, or your favourite faction has a complete model refresh within the next month. Let's go with James.
I'd take the free models. Whole
Nice.
army bought just in one go. Yes, I mean that'd be. Is this bought and painted or just grey?
Just grey.
in boxes.
In boxes.
That's all right. Enjoy my card, James.
Well, I was thinking because I would like 2,000 points of orcs, but they're tricky to paint. You see, so if you're throwing in a commission into this deal as well,
Afraid not.
I'd put it all in.
Also, 2,000 points of orcs to get in one go, build and paint in one go. That's
Depends
A
what
lot
type
of
of the
work.
orcs, is it? Yeah, it depends. You do get to choose the 2,000 points, I imagine.
I get to choose the 2,000 points.
I think, honestly, I'd pick 2K. I'd pick 2K because if my entire
Yeah.
Tau army got refreshed, I'd have to send it to Matt anyways. So it'd cost me just as much, if not more. So what I'd do is I'd get Matt 2,000 points with Vadmek. I'd give it to Matt. There you go. There's a new army, and then
Yeah.
sexual favors / commissions on the side from him because of it. That's what I'd do.
I tell you what, your line of credit is getting pretty big.
That's what the
wasn't
2,000
a no.
points army's for. That sweetens the deal. You couldn't resist yourself if you had 2K Admac land on your doorstep. You couldn't resist it.
Think I probably could.
Yeah. Do you see those
Oh.
boxes?
That's a lot of admech.
It's just 12 Doom Crawlers.
All right, Matt. What about yourself?
What was that again? 2,000 points army or
Or your favourite faction is completely refreshed, every
well,
model redone?
We've just had a refresh, so I'll
So you
take
don't need
the
it?
2K. Yeah, I don't need it.
Oh, nice.
well, well, hang on, because I would have loved to have seen a refresh on the Thunderwolves and the Wolfen,
Okay.
and
But
Russ
then
could
also-
come back. So, I'll take the refresh.
Okay, nice. Because I do feel the refresh, you're going to probably end up buying most of it again anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Nice. All right. Thanks, guys. So as I mentioned up top, so we're here to talk about our sort of favourite and least favourite factions, see across the table. I think what we'll do is we'll go around, we'll each give our favourite, should we say least favourite first and then favourite, so we end on a high note. I think I'll go first just because I don't have nearly as much experience as you guys, and it's quite easy to work out your favourite and your least favourite when you've only faced two different factions on the field.
Hey,
Unfortunately for my mate Luke, because I think he has been listening to this a little bit, your Blood Angels, mate, were
Oh, yeah. Oh,
they were pretty brutal. This was I think,
yeah.
one of my first matches, still sort of getting used to it, and then is it the Dante
Yeah.
turned up with Sangri Guard, I want to say, in the back line.
they're
Just carved straight through everything, rinsed it. I was just there like, oh, so the Screamer Killer isn't as tough as I remember it being, or is the Psychophage, or that squad of Termagants, or the Nero Tyrant. It just cleared out in a fairly short order. They do look amazing though, so it is, on the other hand, it is quite nice to see them across on the other side of the table. There's some really awesome models in there. And obviously, James, the Imperial Fists so far have been the favourite ones to set up across. I feel like they're pretty balanced to sort of fight against. There's been like, it just feels like something quite nice to play against. You sort of, there's not too many gotcha or anything like that. It is just very much like actually what it feels like, maybe playing the game the way it was sort of designed to be played, if that makes any sense.
We call it honest 40k. That's what I call it.
Honest 40k.
It's an honest army to play.
I quite like this term. Honest armies in 40k. So yeah, I don't have tons more to add. So I think we can proceed on to the much more experienced players. Anyone have a hankering to go first?
Go on then.
There we go. Let's hear it, James.
Least favourite first. It's the oily gym bros. The Custodes.
The second
or
I heard
Custodians.
oily, I was like, yep, I know who this is going to be.
I think it's just because there isn't that much variety with the units you're up against. And it feels a bit like if they roll well on their dice, you've got no chance because they'll just roll over you.
Yeah.
Obviously, it all depends on who's playing and whatever, who the other opponent is and whatnot. But they feel a bit all or nothing. It's a bit one-dimensional.
Yeah.
Playing against them, So I think they're.
How many models on the board would they actually be fielding in sort of like a standard match? What are we talking?
Still quite a few. It depends if they took 2 grav tanks, I suppose that would reduce it a little bit, but they'd still have several units.
Yeah, it's about 40,
but
40
not
models. Maybe more.
40 models.
It depends because if they bring like the
they
the
took some sisters,
the sisters and the space police and everything like that.
Well, having painted full Custodes army, I can confirm it was 48.
48. Nice, very precise.
Including tanks, bikes. You weren't far off, yeah.
Yeah. So how tough are we talking then when you sort of say if they hit their rolls?
Well, they hit on
Is it like difficult to kill, like Death Guard, or are they just sort of clean?
Yeah, I mean, they hit on 2s. One of the detachments, they get +1 to wound, so they're pretty much always wounded on 2s. They pretty much all do 2 or 3 damage. So against Marines, everything that hits you is dead.
Yeah.
They do struggle into armour, though. Unless they've got those grav tanks, they will struggle to kill armour. Take off the grav tanks, their weapons are what, strength 7? I think?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Okay. What about sort of like big Horde armies? I feel like they could get, say, tunes if you've just got some big bugs of blocks of gaunts onto objectives. How are they getting rid of those? Or have they just literally got enough firepower?
They have enough attacks. They have enough attacks. They'll kill you.
Already?
Yeah, and
you
you
got
won't be
a
able to scratch
bazillion
them.
attacks.
Right, okay.
Yeah. I blame that Trajan baboon. He does something like 20 attacks on one of his turns, doesn't he? He goes bananas and like
he can have a birthday, as they call it.
he goes Super Saiyan and can take out a unit on his own.
Where did you come up against these guys? Sorry, mate.
At London GT and at the local tournament. So played them twice. Beat them at London, but that was against a fairly inexperienced Custodes player.
Yeah.
So I probably got a bit lucky there. And things went a little bit my way in terms of board control and stuff. But more recent game was against a really good meta list. We had all the bells and whistles, all the little clever tricks of the Inquisitor in there. What's that Inquisitor's name? Draxus.
Yeah, something like that.
So they've got like reactive moves and different things. You know, they can double shoot at times, and it was just a horrible nightmare, basically. I still have flashbacks.
Was it like I think Connie described this once for the Tyranid army you were facing, where you just almost like you don't feel like you're playing the game. You're just almost the NPC being shot apart by this superior army.
Yeah, it's all depending on your luck as well, doesn't it? If the dice forsake you, it's over. Sometimes.
I feel like we've quite consistently been quite mean to the Custodes on this podcast in the past as well.
Yeah,
they're asking for it.
Yeah, actually, Golden Boys.
Yeah.
All right, thanks, James.
Where were they?
Where were they? And who's your sort of favourite to see being set up across from you?
Oh, we're doing favourites as well. Favourite, I think, so far has probably been Votann.
Interesting.
And I think they've got a cool model range. There's a nice variety of stuff they do. It's a mix of tanks. They're quite difficult to play against. They've got some pretty crazy shooting and crazy power.
Yeah,
just tough as nails.
They're all tough as well. A couple of them haven't got great armor, but lots of them are difficult to wound because all like toughness 5. But I like the way they play, and like with their new rule now, where they're desperate to get onto the objectives, to get their yield points. Is it yield points? Yeah,
yield points.
Because you've got to be greedy little dwarves and get onto those objectives. I think it makes for a good matchup because something's going on. You sort of know what's coming, but you don't know exactly how they're going to do it. And with that nice variety of like their shooting and melee, it's made. I've played them twice, and it's made for like a couple of good matches.
Nice. I like it. So when you guys do end up getting together, there is a chance in the next tournament you could be fighting Matt's Votann at one point.
Possible.
I look forward to it.
Oh man,
nice. All right, so we've got Custodes and Votann for the least and most favoured from James. Matt, do you want to go next?
Yeah, I mean, to some extent, I'm kind of a wee bit in the same boat. I've not had a huge amount of opponents because the kind of bracket that we were in, I seem to get kind of the same players, but I think I was up again. I don't know if there's two. Blood Angels was a fairly, like you, I got fairly pasted and completely underestimated them. The fight first thing was just murder. It was just.
What's the fight first thing? Sorry.
So there's, I think it's this. Yeah. So you charge them as like, oh, I fight first, and they just
destroy
turn
it.
you into mince.
They'll fly out of the space, drop next to you, and fight first. It's horrible.
Nightmare. And then, and I think that game against the sisters was a hard game, and I was like, but again, I think that was me more than the army itself. But I think, I think I'm probably going to go. I think the Blood Angels was probably ideal. It was was quite an eye opener as to how devastating that was. That was not fun. And I think if I got Blood Angels in round 1 at Manchester, I'd be like, oh no, that would put me off.
How do you reckon you would sort of combat them now? Would you change what you did, or just
keep shooting? Just keep shooting.
Just running away from their units and just piling on fire, kind of thing.
They're not that great in terms of like their saves are just kind of slightly.
They're still Space Marines.
So
I
think if
they're
you
still Marines.
Yeah, so you just keep shooting them. I think that would be the difference, and just try and outpace them. With fast units and things, and
nice.
Yeah, we'll go with Blood Angels.
All right, so it's 2 votes for Blood Angels so far. Interesting.
Yeah, interesting. Favourite. I've had some really fun games against Eldar.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I've heard, just anecdotally, they can be quite challenging to play against sometimes, just because...
I had a really good game, man. It was, I mean, I lost, but it was a fun game. There was a lot of kind of back and forth and bit of give and take, and it was good fun. I'm trying to think who else I had a really good game against. I'm going to go with Eldar.
Yeah. Have you guys come up against them much as well?
I'm yet to play them.
Connor's shaking his head there.
Yes,
sharing Matt's opinion here, or...?
I'm opposite. I hate Eldar. Eldar, my least favorite to play against, with the exception of the Wraith detachment. I hate playing against all Eldar this edition. They got the fate dice removed. They got stupid movement. Like they can move 24 inches across the board. They're the only faction who can say is no Overwatch for you on this unit. Hate that. It's a faction that stops you playing in the game. I hate it. I hate playing Eldar. I hate it.
Could this be jealousy I'm hearing?
No, it's not even jealousy. I have advance and shoot. I don't mind that. But they can move, use this weird tokeny shit thing, and then move another 6 inches. But it's a normal move still. And then they can say, they can spin another one. You can't shoot that on Overwatch. Oh, I hate
their
it.
thing is breaking the rules, isn't it? That's like their thing.
It is. But I preferred the dice. I prefer to make. At least I knew they had a 6 in the bank. You know what I mean? It's just I hate playing Eldar. I hate it. Unless it's the Wraiths. I don't mind the Wraith armies. That's a bit more honest. But like Wind Riders, Wind Riders, the bloody spiders that fly out of the sky, they can F off. You know, it's a normal move as well. It's horrible.
Matt,
I hate it.
any counterpoints to?
It's horrible.
I just had a nice game and they were quite fun.
I have played too many Eldar players that are good Eldar players, and a good Eldar player will stop you playing the game. It's horrible.
I've not played enough.
Yeah,
I've only my experiences that I have.
The dragons get to jump out, shoot you, and jump back in the transport, and they have a tank where if one can see you, the other one can shoot. I just don't like the army.
Yeah, but
it's hard. I don't like the army.
Easy.
You can't shoot them though. That's the problem.
Well, I don't know. I'd no bother at all.
Because they have the. I hate Eldar. That's my least favorite. My most favorite. I like to play any Space Marine army. I will play any Space Marines. Doesn't matter which one. Dark Angels, Space Marines, Blood Angels, Grey Knights. I will play any Space Marine. I love playing any Space Marines. No problem whatsoever. I enjoy them. There's sort of flavour. You know what they are. I don't have to ask a million questions. You know, Hellblaster for Dark Angels is going to be the same. I know the rules. I know how to play against them. I like them. I hate Eldar. I like Space Marines.
Is there no... Because obviously out of sort of us here, you probably play like competitively quite a bit more at the moment. Does that not mean... Do you not tend to get bored of always being across from Space Marines? Would a bit more variety in players not be like preferable?
There's enough flavour in Space Marines, though. They have like 12 detachments, and there's enough range where I can play 2 different armies. Like I played 3 different Space Marine armies. I played Dark Angels, which is complete with the Lion and Wrath of the Rock and Deathwing Knights. I then went into Gladius Task Force with Lancers and basic, your basic Marine one. I went into Grey Knights with Uppy Downy shenanigans, different profile. All the Space Marines. There's enough variety in Space Marines that you can get away with it. Don't get me wrong. Yeah. If you play against every Ultramarine and he's 12 Victrix Guard and everyone's running Gladius, then it can get a bit tedious. But there's enough variety out there that people will move around, I would say.
Okay.
I've never played the same army twice in a tournament yet. Like I've never played 2 Gladius Task Force Space Marines. I've never done it. Like I've never played 2 just base Space Marines in a tournament, one after the other. So I've been lucky that way. I always seem to play something a bit different.
I think I'm genuinely quite surprised by your answers, purely because I really thought we were about to hear about Knights, to be honest, being your least favourite.
I love playing against Knights.
Never played against them.
Yeah, same. But I
like playing Knights.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I have never lost a game to Knights. Never.
Right, okay.
I don't know why. I have the profiles that Knight players do. Knight players have never liked playing against Tau, and they will and they should never ever enjoy playing at Tau. Never. I have the you can just pinpoint one out, and your entire army can delete it. Hopefully, that's the idea of it. I should never have an issue.
So just
pick them off one at a time.
Yeah. Go back to the Eldar. What's the sort of good counter for them then? If you talk about them having this, like, being able to sort of fly across the board, being challenged, pinned down. Because it seems like Matt figured it out by just charging sort
You need fast melee. You need fast melee armies.
Yeah.
The one thing I can't do. Rampages aren't fast enough. Crew aren't fast enough, and the units are fast enough. You can't do anything with melee.
Yeah. So essentially, almost a bit of a hard count for Tau then.
I really struggle into Eldar. I really do.
Yeah.
It's my personal weakness. The army looks beautiful. Don't get me wrong. Like I love playing into Wraithguard Eldar because I think it's awesome. The Wraithguard is how it's meant to be played. I think this dying race that has hardly anybody left. Of course, you're going to send the weird constructs that aren't actual living beings in them. You know what I mean? I like. Also, the models look sick. I think all the Eldar models look sick.
They do look good, yeah.
I just don't like the. I think the army rule was better when they could magic dice out their ass. I preferred that.
Yeah. Is it me, or was there a brief time period where a lot of people allying Tau and Eldar together for like competitive play?
That was a few editions.
Was it called Taldar? I remember reading about it and people just basically being like, it was the worst thing that ever happened because I think you had this hyper maneuverability from the Eldar, and then the Tau big guns blowing whatever was left of the table.
Eighth edition was a
it might
crazy
have been
time.
Seventh, yeah.
Seventh edition was a crazy time.
It was seventh.
Just quite enjoyed the nod from Matt there, like, yeah, that does
before my time. That I only got back in at 9th, so before my time.
Have you guys ever, going off this as well, noticed, say, a similarity between certain players and certain armies? Because I think there's a bit of a stereotype of the Orc player, for example, being pretty awesome to play against.
Yes, Orc players are so laid back.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, your army is a representation of yourself quite a lot. Like, not everybody, I'm not offending anybody, but quite a lot of Nurgle demon players and Death Guard should take a few more showers.
No.
I'm just saying. I have no issue. To be fair, a lot of Tau players are actually into like anime and shit like that and Gundam. I absolutely cannot stand anime and Gundam, so I'm an outlier. I just like the greater good philosophy and I think the guns look cool. I don't like anime and I don't like Gundam. Thousand Sons can be a bit uptight, I've seen. I think it can be quite, what's the word? High-strung. That's the word, high-strung.
Highly strung, yeah. I think there is a bit of a thing, like people look like their dog. I think there is a bit of a similarity.
People look like their dog?
Their dog.
Yeah.
I'm almost afraid to ask now. So what about Tyranid players, for example?
Girls. Girls seem to be attracted all the way to Tyranid players. I don't know why. You'd think it'd be sisters, wouldn't they? But sisters, women pick Nids more than any other faction, and I don't understand it.
Or orcs. They're Nids and orcs, typically.
Yeah, I don't know why. Maybe it's the freedom.
Bit more fun, maybe.
Maybe it's the freedom. They can be a bit more creative.
Also, I suppose it shouldn't really be like you're a girl, so you have to play the faction that is all girls.
That is a girl.
Yeah. You don't. Very few women play sisters. To be fair, very few.
Yeah. What about Space Wars then? So far, I'd say Matt's pretty spot on for what I expected for it.
I'm not gonna lie. They always have a beard. They always have a beard. I've never met a Space Wars player without a beard.
It's part of you have to. We're sons of Russ.
It's the rules.
Mm-hmm.
It is. Yeah, if you don't have a beard, you can't play Space Wolves. It's the rules.
Just getting to a tournament. Can I see inside your box there? Sorry, you're not allowed in. It's not long enough yet.
You need to have had like 4 or 5 beers by halfway through the tournament as well. If you're a Space Wolf player.
Yeah.
You just have to turn up and get smashed.
Yeah.
Well, I think that was... So last week, Matt, Connor and James were giving us some advice on how to step up your competitive play. And I think Connor's was basically get a bit pissed. Lose your first match, get drunk for the rest of the tournament, have a great time.
Just go for it. TT, you get to the table and you're like, do you want a drink? Yeah, I'll have a drink. And we both have a drink. And they got these massive, like, tankards. It's just you like cheersing and drinking, and then my turn to get you one in. First game I was 3 pints in after the first game. I don't know how I even did it.
That sounds very Space Wolfy to me though, rather than Tau.
Does it?
Thank God there was a burger van outside at lunch, or I would have been blasted. Absolutely cracky.
Right. So running through our little collection there. So we had, for myself, worst was Blood Angels, best was Imperial Fists, but again, both Space Marines. Although I'd argue maybe Imperial Fists, would we count those as generic Space Marines at the moment?
Codex can play, and
Yeah.
you want to,
Yeah. Cool. Then from James, we had some more hate towards the Custodes. Sorry, guys. But quite enjoying the playing against the Votann.
the Banana Men.
The Nana Men. Matt apparently had the controversial take of Blood Angels the least and Eldar as the most favourite, which Connor strongly disagreed with.
Well, he's wrong.
So I think if we do add that up between the four of us, that does put sort of your generic Space Marines as your favourite army to play against, and your least favourite being the Blood Angels. Which I think kind of falls into almost what Connor said there. If you've got your, like, what did you call it at the beginning? Your sensible army?
Honest.
Or sensible Warhammer?
Honest.
Sorry, you're honest.
Honest Warhammer.
Yeah,
I would
people
say
like playing
honest
against the
Warhammer.
honest army.
You got Space Marines, honest, apart from Grey Knights, they're not honest, but it's fine. They're not. Any army that can go up and down. I'd say your honest armies are orcs. Orcs are honest. They charge you.
An orc.
Yeah, orc. You know what you're getting. I'd say Admech was honest. It's not anymore.
What's made them not honest?
The weapon profiles. It's ridiculous now. It's the only faction I've ever seen that if you bought their Codex, I guarantee 90% of those data cards' weapon profiles have changed. I've never seen anything like it. They got it wrong from the start, and it's an issue with them. I feel sorry for Admech players because they were so crap, and now they're so good. It's like both ends of the spectrum. You just like to be in the middle. I would say Chaos Space Marines are quite honest army to play against.
Which that feels wrong to me. They should be the most dishonest thing you've got going on.
No, I would say World Eaters are quite dishonest now because they've got some stuff in there that's horrible. Those L-Brutes are horrible. You hit them, they hit you back, then they hit you again.
I thought this was
They can keep on going.
If they charge you and they hit you and don't kill you, you have to hit them back. Then they hit you again.
Yeah, then they pile into another unit.
And then they could pile in and do it all over again. And then they can do it again.
Yeah.
Oh, it's horrible. Death Guard is a bit iffy.
Matt, sorry, you had a bit of a groan there when we brought up the World Eaters. This sounds like a recent experience by any chance?
It's horrible.
My best buddy Michael, he's been going through the Chaos Gods. And for a while he was running World Eaters. And they're fun to play against. I quite like playing against them, but they just
nasty stuff.
Blenders, a lot of them. You just pound through everything. But he was World Eaters, Emperor's Children, and now he's going to Manchester.
Yeah.
And he's running a big boy demon list.
Nice. Okay.
All the big ones.
What's in it? What, a couple of great and clean ones? And
is it two
Please hold.
Rotagus? I mean, I want to guess the list, right? Two unclean ones at least.
Let me get the list. But I want to see it so I can say if you're right or not.
All right.
I don't know these names.
Right.
Talk amongst yourselves.
Sorry, because Connor, you played one of these at your last tournament, didn't you?
I did, yes. I had a jam sandwich with two great unclean ones and a Riptide. That was the jam.
Go for it.
Mouldy jam sandwich.
There's at least two great unclean ones in there, or a great unclean one with Rotagus.
There's one great unclean one, and there is Rotagus.
There we go. There's going to be Scarbrand, Bellico.
Yes.
There is going to be either a Keeper of Secrets or the named version of it. What's his name? Kairos Fate Weaver. Fate Weaver.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, hang on. I can even tell you the screens. He's got Nurglings. And he's probably got the weird slug things, what they called Beasts of Nurgle.
Beasts of Nurgle?
No, he doesn't have the Beast of Nurgle. Okay. Is there any big ones I've missed out? Yeah, he's got Flesh Hounds probably.
You've got all the big ones. He has got Flesh Hounds.
You're
missing one more battling.
What the corn guys? What they call the? Do you know what I mean?
Berserkers?
No, Berserkers. No, the Bloodletters. That's the word. Yeah. Bloodletters? No.
Nope.
Oh, Flamers.
No.
Flamers.
Horrors.
Oh, I know what it is. No, I know what it is. It's
Plague Bearers.
Plague
Bearers.
It's the Nurgle ones. It's the Plague Bearers, hasn't it? Yeah.
Yes, he's got Plague Bearers.
Yeah.
And you're missing one more thing. You've got one more you're missing. And I'll give you a clue. It's an allies unit.
A knight.
He's got a knight. He's got a blooming knight, hasn't he?
Yep.
War
dogs. 2 war dogs.
Oof. 2 war dogs.
Well, not a knight. 2 war dogs.
2 war dogs. Okay,
so yeah,
that'd be pretty brutal on
nice.
space, I feel.
Very nice.
Every single big boy list has those big guys in it at least.
Very well done.
I've played it twice.
Coming round to the list a little bit more now. Now that I've done a bit more reading on Be'lakor and who he is and what he is and stuff. Because before I thought it's ridiculous. You can't have all of these greater demons teaming up together. But now I've done a bit more reading on Be'lakor. I think, okay, maybe you can squeeze it in to the lore a little bit. I think it does just about work. I'll allow it.
We'll let the let 4K know.
Do we have any honourable mentions of armies that we all agree are a bit annoying to play against? That we haven't mentioned. I would put forward Necrons. Yes, there's something annoying about killing a unit and it comes back up. There's something very annoying about that.
Yeah,
I don't know what it is.
Yeah,
there's some scummy ways they can do it as well. Necrons are horrible.
I thought that's their whole shtick, though, isn't it?
Well, it is the whole shtick. Don't get me wrong. It still doesn't mean it's annoying. There's some disgusting stuff with them. There really is.
Though even I think our last match, James, being able to bring back like a few Gords each turn is quite a satisfying thing to do. Just when you're dealing with the big blobs, and then just sticking another 5 or 6 back in is.
Yeah, it's frustrating to play.
Put a smile on my face, but yeah, I think James was like, "Oh, great."
Yeah, it is frustrating.
Yeah. Anyone else on that list of sort of slightly annoying?
Thousand Sons were. They're not at the moment, but they were quite high up on there at one point.
I've had some good games about them. I didn't.
Anytime you're moving against Thousand Sons, they always have a flamer they can use. They always have some weird mines.
That's annoying.
The flamers everywhere.
That is annoying.
No matter what
Overwatch
unit
is
you
a
move,
nightmare.
they get to choose what they want to Overwatch. Not you. You don't get to choose. Because wherever you move is going to get overwatched at some point. So you're going to have to risk a unit. It's horrible.
What about honourable mentions in the other way? One faction we haven't sort of mentioned who is actually oh yeah, that's always a good game.
Orcs, I'd say. Orcs always fun.
I need to play some orcs. I want to play some orcs.
I very rarely see them. I have never played orcs in 10th edition, and it saddens me.
Yeah, our club's got Matt, extra Lego head Matt has got a great orc army. I'd love to play him at some point.
Do you reckon you'd go with your Votann or with the Wolves?
It depends. I need to start. I don't know.
You just all meet in the middle for a big clobbering.
Yeah,
but you do that with Votann. They've got. It's honestly, I've really had a bit of a deep dive, and I am all in. There's just so much that just interlocks and works. It's just they've really, really thought about it. And I completely blame tabletop tactics
as well.
I'm not going to bother.
The mole launcher.
Yeah, you're not going to get in the mole launchers. They look wicked.
Well, you've got them in the Berserkers anyway. The Custodes and Berserkers come with a mole launcher.
Yeah.
But those, they hit so hard. It's mental.
Wait till you start rolling the Thunderkin. Crit hitting on 4, lethal hits, sustained 2 or something like that. Yeah, they've got some very powerful stuff.
I was talking to Connor about. I sent him a voice note in this, and I think what it is when you have Space Marines and you have the Space Marine Corps, which has to fit every other Space Marine chapter, and you just have this sprinkling of Dark Angels or Space Wolves, but they all still kind of have to work, and that's like we're saying. A Space Wolves army or a Space Marine army is effectively not the same as any other one, barred flavouring. But when you've got a faction that's just that faction, it's really interesting. I think you kind of get sucked in a little bit more to it because it's just the way it all kind of works together. So the Hecaton Land Fortress, you can embark on it. I think it's the Hearthguard can embark on it and basically plug themselves in. No. You can then plug themselves in and supercharge the Land Fortress so it can move through terrain. That's one of the strats. It's just the thought of it.
That's very cool.
just kind of giving it a wee bit of a oomph. It's just a batter through a building.
Going back as well to the Hexon, that's their giant like truck thing from Armageddon, right?
Strength
Again,
18,
that just reminds me of that
yeah.
when they're smashing it over the moon, just like blowing everything away in front of it. I like that.
Yeah, man. I'm quite liking them.
They are
I know a
spicy.
little silly little game. Yeah. It's mental. They don't move fast, but you've got infiltrators with the Jaegers, you've got scouting with the pioneers, and they move pretty quick. So I was quite surprised how quickly today I got control of the midboard right away. It was
The bikes
easy.
are
Now,
good
fair
as
enough, I was playing yeah. All the weapons are good. In fact, you can have a strength 12 Magna rifle and infantry units is nuts.
It's like I've been looking for some anti-tank for the Tyranids, and there's like one thing like that, the Tyrannofex, and that's like 250 points, and this massive units having that on infantry is kind of insane.
I'm planning 4 units of Hearthkin warriors for the battle line. Excuse me. So I can take 1 Magna rifle and a missile pod, but so that's 4 strength 12 weapons just in the front line. Okay, it's a 5 up to hit, but with the yield points, if I'm aiming at something on an objective, I get +1 to hit. If I'm on an objective and I've got enough yield points, that I get +1 to hit. So actually, there's all these modifiers to make it better.
Yeah, and
you then -1 to win.
Yeah,
nice.
And when you're toughness 5, that's big. That is hard. They are hard to kill. I was quite surprised at that today, especially even the berserkers, because I had kind of run them on a merry little binge round the flank, and I didn't lose a single one, and that was like rapid fire with 10 Grey Hunters, 27 shots or whatever, couldn't kill them.
Oh, really?
Didn't lose a single wound in that unit, and they're shirtless.
Yeah, it's like orcs at T5 as well, and it always confuses me.
Shrugging stuff off.
So no, they're quite a funky little bunch. I like them.
Yeah, you got a thumbs up from me.
Yeah. I think they were, again, previous episode, they were talked up as like, if people weren't collecting what they're currently collecting, Votann would, be the big next one. Nice.
Definitely.
All right, guys. Shall we move on to one of our Who Would Wins?
Yeah, that'd be nice to finish us off, yeah.
Now, do you guys want to do Lucius the Eternal versus Ahriman, or a Guardsman versus a Termagant?
No, I think Guardsman versus Termagant.
Guardsman. Yeah, Guardsman versus Termagant, yeah.
Should we do, say, Guardsman versus Termagant from a mile away, and then we'll do it again, but both locked in a small room?
Yeah, or in the
round one, round two.
Arena.
Yeah, all right. So round 1 is a Colosseum. Round 2 is a MMA fighting ring. All right. So Colosseum, the noble Guardsman versus the pretty gross Termagant. How do we think this is going?
So is this the Termagant? Is that the guy with the claw, not the gun?
He's the guy with the gun, flesh borer.
He's the guy with a gun. Depends. Does the Cadian have access to? Does the Guardsman have access to a special weapon if he chooses or not?
He's just got his trusty, just lasgun. Doesn't need anything else, does it, Connor? It's the trusty lasgun he's got there, mate.
Well, sometimes they have a grenade launcher, don't they? Some of them even rocket plasma if they're lucky.
I mean, bog standard Cadian.
Bog standard Cadian. To be fair, I reckon the
Has he got a bayonet?
He's got bayonet.
Yeah. I reckon the Nid's got it.
Yeah, I think we're calling it.
Flesh borer that flesh borer can like burn through armor.
Right through his big jacket.
Yeah, not a chance.
Guardsman.
I don't know. I'm not so sure.
A lasgun ain't going to kill it.
They're not...
One lasgun, it's going to bounce off of it.
They're Termagants, so they do, from experience, they die very easily. Their toughness,
it's going to blow a limb off.
It depends how good he's good. It depends how good he's shooting. Because that shit, that stuff on the back, he ain't getting through that. He has to go for a headshot to kill it.
But if he does get that lucky headshot,
yeah, if he gets the lucky headshot, happy days. But that's one touch of that flesh spore, but it's literally living parasites burrow into you. So he just has to scratch it and it will burrow into your body. It is horrendous.
But they're not particularly good at shooting. And he's on his own, so he hasn't got the hive mind helping him or her.
Well, that's a really good point. He's got the
helping it.
Their sort of out of synapsing is quite different. They prefer to lurk and hide and run away.
On fours,
I'd argue the same for the Guardsman, that he's not got the commissar standing behind him with a gun in his hand.
He's in the audience. He's in the crowd in the Colosseum.
I rate the Guardsman more
and-
close quarters with a bayonet, I reckon.
Yeah, and the Emperor protects after all.
Yeah. I reckon.
Okay, interesting. I thought this would have
That
gone the other way.
protects.
So we're saying the Guardsman in the MMA ring is going to beat the Termagant,
Yeah, I
but in
reckon.
the Colosseum, the Termagant's going to beat
I
the
think so,
Guardsman.
because I think in the close quarters, the Termagant's just going to be like, well, we're going to go for you.
Yeah,
And then just has to whip on that bayonet and just go,
pin it to the wall.
Yeah, because you can
Yeah,
like
like
skew
that,
it and then shoot it.
and yeah, true. That's exactly it. Or
Shoot a
grab his
grenade,
lad's
even.
pistol and just,
I like it. I'm picturing the scene, in 300 where he kills a wolf by backing between the two things with the spear. If you've seen it,
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
just lets the wolf
a
jump
long
onto
time
the.
ago. Oh, yeah. And it
Okay.
slides down.
Straight through his head. Yeah.
If it was the melee option, I reckon it would be the other way around. What's the Hormagant?
Yeah, Hormagant.
If it was the Hormagant,
Hormagant.
I reckon you'd flip it. I reckon in the close combat, the Guardsman's not going to have a good time at that.
Yeah, I
But I
think he's
reckon-
gone pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Just turns into a fine red mist.
Because I think that flesh spore, when you fire it in the game, isn't it -1? That's a base -1, I think. They're actually all right, aren't they? They
I should know
they
No,
that. I
weren't
think it
zero.
might be 0.
You should know
It
this.
was,
Yeah, I
they
think
were
it's
minus.
0.
They were -1 in 9th, but then everything had -1 in 9th.
Yeah, not flesh wars in this.
Can the
Nice.
Guardsman in both?
In both.
Oh.
So like a true Imperial.
Is this just the Emperor protects? Yeah, there we go.
Absolutely. I know.
No, I
if
think
it's,
he
if it's a
would.
Krieger,
I-
that's
I-
different. Krieger, absolutely in both.
I-
Krieger would have a fun.
I think he'd have the
in
edge.
both, I reckon.
We could have fun with it. He's still just got the shovel in the arena version though, so he just has to sprint towards the Termagant firing out. Nice. I think we're coming to not far off an hour. So where can we find everybody here at the moment? Matt, do you want to take us away?
Sure. You can get me on Instagram on old.varg, VARGR. Yep, I'm generally hiding there, posting and doing my thing.
Thank you very much. And Connor?
You can find me on Instagram at Collins Cadre Command for all the Tau and soon to be Space Marine content. You can also find me on the Rogue Miniatures website. It's rogueminiatures.co.uk, I believe, or .com. I always forget. There you go.
.co.uk.
.co.uk. Yes, I've got a little blog there.
Nice.
Yes, a little blog there telling you all the Tau-esque things and maybe some Space Marine stuff in the future.
Nice. Thank you. And James, where can we find you, mate?
You can find me on Instagram, blasted.miniatures.james. There's a link there to the Blasted Miniatures website and also to my blog.
Nice. And I believe if people really want to they could find all three of you in the same place soon, no?
Yes.
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 Can you tell me about this?
Yes. End of February 21st, we will be at the Manchester GT. It's my first GT. I'm very excited.
Nice.
I think I'm taking Votann. We'll see how the next 2 weeks go because I have 2 painted models and 2,000 points to go. So
Wow, okay. That might be quite a busy month. Amazing.
Yes, come
yeah,
along
we'll
and
see.
come along and so we'll be celebrities at that point. So come along and say hello
Oh,
to
yeah,
us.
yes,
It
definitely.
will absolutely boost our ego 100,000%.
Yeah.
But please do
Amazing.
come say hello.
We'll
Bring
have
us a
to-
beer.
Already abusing your power, Matt. Excellent.
What? Somebody's got to.
Wicked. All right, guys. Thank you very much for joining us. As always, if you would like to give us a like on our socials or follow on Spotify or YouTube, it's really helpful for us. Give us a shout if you want to request any topics or have any sort of grimdark would you rathers. Always open to suggestions. So that's studio@rogue-miniatures.co.uk. You can also get t-shirts again from rogueminiatures.co.uk or blastedminiatures.com. And also, if you want to support the show, you could use the Whaling Games affiliate links for your Warhammer minis and hobby equipment. You don't pay any extra, but the show gets a little bonus. So Connor can spend it next time on beer when he goes to a GT. And if you're a fan of Battle Report channels and you haven't already found Daily Dice, go check them out because they do regular reports with some very awesome looking armies. Thanks for joining us,
Very
guys, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.
See you there, everyone.
Cheers, man.
Rogue transmission ending.